Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Luqmanhakim Bin Ab Halim, number matrix 059167. And for this video about international organizations, I will talk about the topic telling you all about the United Nations. First of all, I would like to share with you the background story of the United Nations. When was it formed? Why was it formed? And where was the headquarters and so on. First, the United Nations was founded in 1945 after the end of the Second World War by 51 countries, which includes the United States, India, China, Soviet Union, and many more. There are currently 193 United Nations member states, and the latest being South Sudan in the year 2011. For the headquarters, the United Nations headquarters is in New York City, with its other main offices is in Geneva, Switzerland, Nairobi, Africa, Vienna, and The Hague, which is in the Netherlands. Next, we will move on to the why United Nations was formed, or basically we will say the main purpose of the United Nations. First is to maintain the peace throughout the world. Second, to develop friendly relations among nations. Third, to help the nations work together to improve the lives of poor people, to conquer hunger, disease, and illiteracy, and to encourage respect for each other's rights and freedoms. The last one is to be a center for harmonizing the actions of nations to achieve these goals stated above. Next, we will move on to the many organizations or institutions or bodies that was governed under the United Nations. For this video, I will only pick 3 out of all many of them because of the short time. First one is UNESCO, the second one is WHO, and the third one will be ICJ. Okay, first, the UNESCO. UNESCO stands for United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization. It is to secure a peaceful and an understanding world. United Nations must not only engage through only political arrangements like normal. They also have made meaningful strides to increase tolerance between people in this world upon dialogue and mutual understanding. Peace must be built upon the intellectual and moral solidarity of humanity. Some of the successes of UNESCO are the preservation of 1,073 heritage sites in 167 countries. Other than that, the successes are UNESCO also led efforts to provide quality education for all people in the world. Next, we will move on to WHO, which stands for World Health Organization. As with UNESCO protecting world peace through cultural understanding and respecting diversity, WHO also fights to achieve equal rights for all people to receive a quality health service, serve those who are vulnerable and sick. WHO also had put an all-out effort to fight the current COVID-19 pandemic, which clearly strikes countries everywhere. And the last one will be the ICJ, which stands for the International Court of Justice. The International Court of Justice is the principal judicial organ of the United Nations. It was established in June 1945 by the Charter of the United Nations and began work in April 1946. The seat of the court is at the Peace Palace in The Hague, which is in the Netherlands. Of the 6 principal organs of the United Nations, the ICJ is the only one not located in New York. The court's role is to settle in accordance with international law, legal disputes submitted to it by states, and to give advisory opinions on legal questions referred to it by authorized United Nations organs and special agencies. Okay, that's all for today. Last one will be the conclusion. So what can be made as a conclusion is the United Nations is an organization and institution that tries to maintain international peace and security and also fights for rights of those who have suffered, and also to make countries cooperate between each other to provide the people for a better world. Thank you.